Yeah, I'm just going to be testing this out. Want to make sure the sound is going okay, so. Alright. Sounds good so far. Alright. Bear with me just another minute. I've been doing a lot of work on kind of polishing up my streams here a smidge, if you will. Hey Sam, what's up? It's been forever and a day. It's been forever and a day. How you been doing? That is crazy. It seems like it's been forever. I think I don't know if you've heard, but I'm gonna be doing Empire League, so I think you'd be good for that too. But anyways, it's good to have you back. Oh, school, yeah, that's definitely a tough thing. Hey, Alan, how you doing? Good to see you in the stream. How you doing today? Alright, let's get loaded back up here. We're going to get back into our USA campaign. This is the new phase here. Okay, yeah, so anyways, I've been doing a lot to kind of upgrade my stream. I've been working on getting the sound settings better, so hopefully this is working. I've been experimenting with doing live streams on Facebook as well. Been messing with my camera, trying to get that working a little bit better. So yeah, it's all in the kind of early stages of getting that fixed. So I'm probably, after the stream, I might tweak some of the settings a little bit more. But anyways, let me know what you think. Settings look good for you or not, just let me know. Okay, so we're making 4,055 a turn right now, and yeah, we've I think, let's see, what have we done? Because I remember we got sidetracked and we did some multiplayer the last time. I know that we are currently at war with no one, it looks like, except for Barbary states, so that's pretty nice. Oh, this is a USA campaign, so it's pretty early in the campaign. Right now, we're allied with France. I was hoping to get an alliance with Spain. They haven't taken it yet. Yeah, they're being sassy, but they might declare war. Usually on this campaign, Spain declares war because they want Georgia. So we'll have to be prepared for that. So yeah. There's a couple things I want to do to prepare myself. Obviously, I've started building up fifth rates because I know we'll be at war with Britain here fairly quickly, which I'm kind of surprised they haven't declared war already. Fortunately, they don't have rocket ships or anything like that yet, but I am going to come across rocket ships and bomb catches, so yeah, that's going to be difficult. How about inviting Prussia to ally? Yeah, that might be a good idea. Let's see who they're allied with. Nobody. They're at war with Hanover. See if we can get that done. Nope. I don't think we're gonna get too many other people to ally with us. Hey Dusty, how you doing, man? Yeah, Prussia. Most everybody's gonna be kind of sassy with us, because we're a republic, and United Province is the only one that usually will, but since they're allied with Britain, they're probably going to refuse. Okay, so a couple things. We have started recruiting long rifles and light dragoons. Yeah, we're going to make this a pretty crazy little build here, but we are going to absolutely go at this hardcore, if you will. So I'm going to start recruiting some more long rifles. Actually, one of the things I'm going to start doing, now that we're recruiting those guys, I can get rid of some of these crappier units like this cav here. I don't want to get rid of too much right off the bat because we are going to need some units. Hey, what's up, Dixon? Even if I have to throw like trashy units at these guys, like right now, you know, obviously regular Dragoons are absolute trash, but I can't really get rid of them at the moment until I get better units down there. But before you know it, we're going to have armies all built on Minutemen, Light Dragoons, Grenadiers, and long rifles. It's going to be the... you know, as we get Marines, we'll get those, and Legion of the USA. We'll take some of those too, but yeah, that's what we're going to be looking at. So this will be pretty crazy. Let's see here. That's all the money we can spend on this turn. And let's see, did I recruit any more? Yes, I did. Okay, good. So let's end the turn working on more 5th rates. It's going to be the bread and butter of our money-making scheme here in the United States. Yeah, yeah, sell an army to Great Britain to keep Iroquois. Yeah, I don't want to do anything too cheesy like taking out Britain or France, or obviously France is allied to us, but I don't want to jump into Europe right away. What I'm probably going to do, though, don't laugh, is I'm probably going to send an army to India. And I'm going to start taking over some territory there. Maybe North Africa. I'm going to leave Europe for last. This is going to be kind of a unique experience that we get to leave all these European powers, which are usually the more difficult factions, for the very end. So we're not going to set foot in actual Europe. We will touch ground in Africa. We will allow that. But that's kind of the conditions I'm going to put to myself here in this one. Yeah, Dusty's been slacking on the Napoleon Total War lately. Hey, you know what, Dusty? You were saying you were having problems with Napoleon. There's a couple other people that said they're having problems with Empire and Napoleon right now as well. Said something about a Steam update that happened. Yasuka messaged me and said he was having problems with it. So I don't think it's uncommon. You might actually message Creative Assembly. Yeah, I know. I am crazy. Let's just put it that way. Crazy Faramir for sure. Sacre bleu! You like my French? I think yeah, Stephen would be proud of me. We're allied with France. Get my sweet tea in me. Hey there, Steven. Speak of the devil. Yeah, Greenland's not so much in this, but we can take Iceland. They're technically an island. I know Greenland's part of the... Technically, Greenland is part of the Americas. So... that wouldn't be setting foot. I was, if you guys haven't been checking out some of Dixon's streams, you guys should. He was tripping me out doing Friday the 13th the other day. And I was just on Tommy's stream. I was laughing it up. He was talking about wrestling in the 80s. It was pretty funny. Anyway, there's Minecraft. Speaking of all these small YouTubers, Dusty, he's got his channel. Of course, you guys know that. So does Minecraft. So yeah, everybody, let's support each other. All kinds of support in the house. Everybody supporting everybody. Dusty's channel. Get the Bayonetta. Yeah, exactly. Minecraft, I haven't seen you on Empire lately. What's going on? You taking a break? Okay, we got 3,500 to spend, so we didn't make as much this turn as we had hoped. Let's get some more light dragoons. This is going to hurt the economy, so we're going to obviously need to start building up, and no better way than building up the good old population. So, oh, working on your home. That's cool. Okay. So I think we are going to... I don't want to start war with anybody until because once we do go to war with Britain, it's going to be on. Because they're going to be spamming troops to us from Canada and from every direction, Acadia and all that. So, and you know they're going to be bringing the Iroquois Confederacy along for the ride as well. So we're going to continue on, just getting things built up, ready for the war to come. All right, no problem. Okay, so a couple things. Your question about schedule for recordings. So I do have a Spanish campaign video that I'm going to be uploading. Look for that on Wednesday. Now, I will tell you that we did just have a problem with the last video for the Spain campaign. I couldn't get that to upload to YouTube. Pain in the butt. I did a video on it if you didn't see. I put it on Facebook. It was the only other option I had. So I put that video on Facebook. I'll put a link in the description below if I didn't already to my Facebook page. But I'll leave that in the description. If not, you can go into my video library and you can see that video where I discuss that. And you can go to my Facebook channel and check that out. I am tinkering with the idea of doing streams on Facebook as well, just to help kind of build an audience, because I am kind of enjoying this. But yeah, there goes the economy. Britain's declaring war. So yeah, I am going to call France. Okay, France does join. It's surprisingly that nobody joins Britain on their venture. I'm kind of surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised if they declare war now. But anyways, back to that. So yeah, I am going to be looking to do streams on Facebook. Now I did one the other night on Friday on Facebook, and I did have some issues with the sound in that video, and the reason being is because I uploaded Voicemeeter and I had some issues with that. I thought I had the settings correct, but apparently not so much. So that is kind of where things were. I got my settings, I believe, to be pretty well. So if you have any problems with the voice in this or anything like that, please let me know. Whoops, let me get this set up to the right save file. But yeah, yeah, you should definitely. You don't have to be good, because this is how you learn. And this is how you get better. That's what this tournament. Okay, they're talking about the tournament that's coming up. I don't know if tournament is a good way of describing it, as much as a league. Think about it as a league, and you're not just going to be playing one game. You're going to be constantly playing games. But in the reality, the thing that I want to prevent is a lot of these tournaments get very stressful it seems like for people, and they get like super hyper and ridiculous and name calling. So I want to kind of keep from that. Hey Tommy, how you doing, man? Just talking about your stream a minute ago. But anyways, on that league, we're setting that up. We're still recruiting. I believe we got over 37 people in the league right now that have signed up. So we're getting there. Let me take a look at that actually. There's a quick way to get to my darn profile, but hold on. Bear with me just a second. I'm going to go to the actual group and I'll show you how many players right now we have signed up. And the thing is like I said, this is a great place for you to get teamed up with. We want kind of the teams to be balanced as much as possible for the competitive level. So you might be teamed up with people that have a little bit more experience We're going to go through all that process when we have everybody for the tournament group or league group, if you will. But once we do, we're going to vote on everything from the rules of what it's going to be, how the teams are formed, all that. So yeah, it's going to be, I want it to be as fair as possible, but everybody is going to have a vote to decide on how it's going to be done. So bear with me just a second while I pull that up. We got 40 members now. That's pretty sweet. So let's take a look at that. I have actually put out to Facebook on our group page, and I've also put it out on the Empire Total War Facebook page for anybody that wanted to join. And also in Empire Discussions, we put a message in there on anybody that wanted to join, just because I didn't want to leave it just to like my niche of friends and that kind of thing. Although there has been about 3 or 4 people that I don't know that have signed up at this point. Most of them have been people I have some type of knowledge from, if it's just from the stream or if it is from the gaming community already that I knew. But so I immediately send friend requests to those people. But like I said, right now we got 40 people in there. And at the end of the month, we're going to start voting on how the structure of this league is going to be, how often we're going to do tournaments, quote unquote tournaments. The loser league. You're funny. And Dixon's tripping because I've played with Dixon. He's not bad. Dixon, you're selling yourself short. You've got a lot of potential. But yeah, Minecraft. I played with you too, and Jose as well. So I know you guys got some potential. So, and I'm glad to see, some of you guys joining into that group, because like I said, this is a great way for y'all to have some fun. Because like I said, there's people in this group right now, I can tell you from my knowledge, that are at all levels of experience. So I don't think you have to worry, because you're going to find people that are above your level and below your level. But yeah, so the thing is, how I would like to see it doesn't mean that this is how people are going to vote for it to be. But what I'd like to see is that we have the group set up in a way that we have it in a round robin style, so that way we can prolong out the tournament each time we do one. That way the tournament, you get many games to play in the tournament before we go to the finals, and the finals will be more like a traditional single elimination, or kind of think about this as a structure of American football, if you will. That's how I'd like to see it. And anyways, yeah, and this is a good way for some of you guys that are YouTubers as well to promote your channel. With some of the friends that we have on here, because a lot of these guys in here, they that are in this group, they might not be subscribed to your channel. And I will say that this is not the reason why I'm doing this tournament, is not for promotion of the channel. I just want to get that out there. I'm simply doing this because I love Empire, and to me, damn it, I got my guys a little tied up here, which is no bueno. But anyways, yeah, so alright, we got a sail down, which is groovy. But yeah, I think you guys will be surprised, because also we will kind of decide on if we want right after a tournament's done, roll right into another one, because, like I said, I want it to kind of diminish the pain of losing, if you will. I don't want people to be all bummed out because they've lost games or lost. You know, I want it to kind of lose kind of the. There we go. The sting of losing a tournament is pretty hard. So anyways, that's kind of my thoughts for it. I think it's going to be pretty fun though, because I'll tell you, these things can be a lot of fun, and when the ones I've done in the past have all been pretty popular amongst friends, and we've had a lot of fun and a lot of engagement from them. So anyways, all right, so we got that 6 rate. There might be a losers bracket. That's all stuff we're gonna decide on in the voting when at the end of the month. Like I said, anybody that's in the group will be able to vote on the overall structure, what we want this league to look like, how we want it to perform. You know, everybody like that has an idea, they can pitch their idea to the group. And then once we have like a good couple of ideas on like how we want the structure, do we want it to be single elimination, round robin, losers bracket, all those type of things set up, then what we're gonna do is we will vote on those and see what everybody in the group thinks. That way we can set that up. Also, we're going to vote on things like how often we want to do tournaments, like if we want to roll into another one right afterwards. Is this going to be an ongoing thing? Which I hope it would be. That way we can kind of continue getting this stuff going. It's okay, so keep in mind that at the end of the month is when we're going to have for recruiting. Okay, now it doesn't mean we're going to not accept people if they want to join after the recruitment process is done, but that's when we're going to start voting on what things are going to look like. And then what I want set up is every year at that time, 1 year from then, we will vote again on the structure of the league. That way new members have a voice as well. Hopefully that's making sense. But what I envision is once we get kind of things set up, we'll go into Steam chat, get everybody that we can in the Steam chat, and just kind of have a general discussion. And then what we'll do is we'll pitch ideas, and then those ideas we'll go and we'll put up like a what are those things called? Like a poll monkey up where people can go and vote. And then that. Old Gunny. Yeah, Gunny's a good guy. I don't know if it'll be so much a yearly league, but it could. I don't know. It's all what we're going to decide on. So, for example, if we decide to do a round robin, obviously it's going to take time to get through a tournament. So, you know, we're going to have to decide on if we're doing 2v2s, 4v4s, 3v3s. You know, I mean, I guess, you know, if people want to do 1v1s out of the league, that's fine. I think you'd get more participation from 2v2s and stuff, and 3v3s and 4v. What I'd love to see is 4v4s. And if that's the case, then we should probably look at putting together people with 6 people on a team. That way, if somebody is not available, you always have people that can plug in and that kind of stuff. But that's just my thoughts, because, you know, we got people that are all over the world that are going to be playing in this. So obviously, you want people that are always going to be available. And then 6 people on a team gives you plenty of availability. But I always want to make sure that all the 6 people do end up playing in a game, if that makes sense. But like I said, all this will be voted on. No rockets, yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, rocket ships are OP, not so much the others. All right, so we got this big British fleet here. We're about to take them. That's kind of the first step. I do want to get this set up. Now, I am going to get rid of these 2 ships. I don't need them, and they're just going to basically be a cost for me. And now that I got 4 other 5th rates, that's good, because obviously you can see my income is starting to drop to 1997. Oh, what a year. So, okay, what now? Trying to catch back up in chat here. You can use nuclear weapons whenever you want, or as Chekhov would say, nuclear, or I can't do it. If you remember Star Trek 4, when Chekhov says nuclear weapons, I used to trip out when he would say nuclear weapons. See, I can't do it right. All right, let's go take out this fleet here. They actually got 2 5th rates. I could take those, and that might be a wise idea. Yeah. But we will absolutely cash in on the others. Yeah, but I'm super excited about this. I can tell you a lot of the people in the group are getting excited about it too. We're just kind of talking about the league that we are setting up. Okay, so that's Warfighter. He's one of my good friends. He is he's a guy that's been on streams with us before. But Warfighter's a real good player. Yeah, he whooped me good. He whooped me good on that one. that was pretty bad play on my part. But see, that's the thing. You know, when sometimes people get with me from multiplayer, and they're gonna say stuff like, "Oh, I'm gonna give up the game because I'm not playing any good anymore," and they'll say, "Oh, Faramir, you're a really good player." Like, look, everybody has a bad game, everybody, and I have mine. Trust me, I'm a very reckless player, so I am also a risk taker, so I make a lot of big blunders, and then I have a lot of things that pay off real big too. So, Alex Star scares you? Are you being serious? I mean, he does intimidate a lot of people in the game. But yeah, Alex Star, when I first started multiplayer, his playstyle was, I was like, what in the world is he doing? It's so unusual that I can see it being intimidating for a lot of people. Alright, here we go. First blood. But yeah, so Alex Star has a interesting playstyle in the fact that he always uses the same build every single time, no exception. He will always use the same build. Okay, so his build is consisted of a USA Army that is no cav, and it is all Minutemen, long rifles, and I believe 2 guards is his basic build that he uses. And what's unique about his playstyle is how he plays with them, and he bunches his army up. And once you learn how he plays, his tactics are fairly easy to beat. And the biggest way to explain that is the fact that he doesn't use cav is his actual detriment to his army, because Minutemen hate cav. So if you can get him in a position where you can launch downhill charges on his Minutemen, you will absolutely wreck him. And that is no joke. Anyways, the other thing that is problematic for people with Alekstar is his army is massive. Absolutely massive. So it is a challenge in that. He can beat you just by manpower sometimes. But okay, so we have demasted every ship. So we're gonna go in for the kill now. I'm actually taking more damage than I should. But yeah, so Alekstar, you know what? If you want to watch a funny video sometime, there's I believe he's a British YouTuber from way back in the day playing on Napoleon Total War. Plays Alekstar, and he gets so pissed off at him. I'm trying to remember what it's called, but he misspells Alekstar's name. And anyways, he goes in there. I think it's like Alekstar Troll or something like that. It's pretty funny video. Just his accent alone is hilarious. If you guys ever come across that video, I think I'm almost sure it's called Alekstar Troll Alert. Anyway, yeah, so if you guys haven't seen that video, I would definitely recommend it. It is definitely worth a couple laughs. And I guess I never really realized that Alekstar was playing Napoleon, but Alekstar's got like more hours than anybody I've ever known on Empire. Like back when you could see how many hours he had, I swear to God, it's like 12,000 hours, and I'm not even being funny about it. Swear to God, it's like 12,000. It's like that's all he does is live on Empire Total War. I thought I was bad. I almost got 7,000, but yeah. It's like an obscene amount. Alright, so we're just... Yeah, I had like 3,000 before I started playing multiplayer. Or 3,000 or 4,000 actually. 4,000. I remember this lady that when I was living in Austin, there's a lady I was I don't know how to describe it, but anyways, you get, I think you understand what I'm saying. But anyways, she saw how many hours I had in the game, and she's like, "Oh my god," and I was like, "Yeah, I know, it's kind of bad." Dusty's got 700. Dusty, you got work to do, brother. Okay, got the 6 rate down. Just going one at a time here. Yeah, Alex he's a trip though. He was bad about raging for a long time, and we finally had to tell him, if you can't play decent, then you can't play with us. And he's actually been pretty respectful ever since, because he used to like badmouth people in chat and just go be outrageous. There we go, that was nice. You beat a 12,000 hour noob with 400 dead. Wow. Yeah, so Alex, sorry, he's a trip. But like I said, if when he plays with us on the Finland map, you have to, it's not going to be an easy battle if you have if you're versus Alekstar. I'm actually just going to take one of the 5th rates right now, because that money looks really good, 4,700. So I'm just going to go with taking one. Alright, so let's get these guys fixed up. Alright, and then we'll just keep adding 5th rates as we have battles. Alright, so, and that gives me 6 5th rates right now. That's a pretty good start. But yeah, so Alekstar, if you face them on those 4v4s, I mean, that massive size of an army with 4 other players teamed up with them, it's very problematic, to say the least. So, alright, let's get a general for this army. Actually, I'm getting a little recruitment heavy. Let's start putting them to work. Or, let's see, where's my general at? There you are. Alright. So what I want to do, light infantry, you can stay home and guard the fort while the big boys go out and play. Okay. So let's start moving them up here. This army is going to take out Acadia first. Now I don't want to necessarily leave New York undefended, because the Iroquois sense that they will attack right away. Alright, let's get you guys involved. So that gives me 3 Minutemen, 3 long rifles, and 4 light dragoons. I'm feeling good about that. And then we will team up with them. I don't necessarily need the artillery anymore, but due to the fact we might be in pitched battle with them before I can get them over, we are going to leave that as is. Alright, so we need to continue building this economy. Got this ability to get that and that. That is massively important for us, as is, I can't believe I didn't see that farm. That is brutal. I didn't get that done before. Hurts the population not having that built, but now at least we can get that set. Alright, let's see, I'm trying to get caught back up on the... You've never played Finland, mostly Homestead, Grassy Flats, and Austria Pinnacles. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. We're gonna you know, we're going to decide on like what maps we want to play the league on. You know, like if the home team gets to pick what map they want, and the home team is on side one or whatever have you, or they get to pick what side they're on. All these things are things we're going to figure out. And I think that would be pretty cool, you know, if the home team gets to pick the ground on which they want to fight. And it kind of adds like a home field advantage. And that's what I kind of want to have. I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, these are just some of the ideas running through my head that I think would be pretty sweet. And I think that people would probably have a lot of fun with that. All right, we got one more turn, and this is finally going to be done, which is huge for us. Not that we really need to get this, it's just that once we get to Light Infantry Doctrine, we can start recruiting Legion of the USA. So that's really the big thing. I mean, because honestly, we can recruit long rifles, and freaking they're awesome. So it's not like it's a big deal. Okay. But we got 1,200 more to spend. Let's get more long rifles started because it does take 2 turns to whip them out. So we'll get started on that. Let's end the turn. No, okay, so yeah, but I am excited that we got 40 people so far. We're adding people every day to the group, so that is very positive. And there's still quite a few other people that I am pretty sure are going to join. Pretty for certain of that. So I expect that number, I would hope, to go up into at least the 50s, maybe 60s. Do I Twitch? I have a Twitch account. Yeah, Empire is a great game. I am not, as far as Twitch goes, I don't know. I'm not convinced of that channel. I mean, because I mean, from what my limited knowledge of Twitch is that if somebody wants to watch your videos, don't they have to subscribe, which means they have to pay, and I don't really like that format. I think, you know, I'm not so for sure. I think if you're live streaming, they don't have to at the moment, but if they want to watch replays, they have to subscribe. Isn't that how it's done? Yeah, I know. They stream, but if you want to watch the replays, like if you miss it, don't you have to pay? I thought there was something like you have to subscribe. Yeah, I know. And see, that's the main reason I'm going to invade Africa at some point here soon, because they are definitely. And actually, I was just playing a Poland-Lithuania campaign on the weekend. I was on Sunday actually. I was playing a little bit. I know. Why wasn't I streaming? But sometimes I just want a little time to myself. Yes, it absolutely does. They have so many single unit armies in Syria. So you have to kind of start taking regions from them, and that kind of dislodges it. But it can be a temporary fix as well. So you have to go after the Ottomans. But that's why, like I say, that's why I prefer vanilla, because I mean, most times it's the Ottomans, although there is certain times that it is the one of the native factions will happen as well. But Darth Maud, I don't know what causes the crashes there, and that's super frustrating because those campaigns can be quite long. Yeah, I kind of keep an eye on it. They actually have messed with my games. That Ottoman turnbow. Okay, we got that done. We don't want we don't give a damn about the diamond formation. We do want to get this done. Okay, so I was doing a campaign actually on Sunday. I'll kind of show you. Okay, so this campaign I was working on, and what happened is this Poland-Lithuania campaign, I had just taken Prussia, and I had basically my starting regions, like all these regions here, and I'd taken West Prussia and Prussia from Prussia. And then my Ottoman interns started becoming a little long. I started noticing they were starting to take a little bit longer than normal. So I usually kind of pay attention to the length of the intern for the Ottomans. And as they start like increasing, then I'll have to look at launching an attack after them, or start doing some type of trade to take money from them. Something where they can't build the amount of troops that they are. So what I did is I actually took Moldavia from them, and then as soon as I took Moldavia from them, their interns like were taking like literally like 4 minutes. I kid you not, and it dropped to like I think about 2 minutes after that. And then once I took Bulgaria, it was like instant. Their turns were pretty quick. Obviously I got to see all their moves, but after that it was done. So yeah, but Empire was definitely Empire's Rome 2 to me is just still such a disappointment. But so I just don't have much fondness for Rome 2. The game isn't as fun to me. It's just not fun. Minecraft, you have a good night, sir. I appreciate you stopping in.
Sir.
Okay.
Orders.
Let's go ahead and attack. We are going to go full on attack. We are going to take our long rifle army to bear against these guys. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So both armies are joining in, which is actually a really good thing for us. So let's hammer these boys. You finally come around on Rome 2. You know, I tried to not long ago. I think I've talked about this in the streams before, but it actually wasn't as bad as I remember. But I don't know. It just doesn't have the feel that some of the. I'll tell you. I know you play a lot of Rome 1, and that's my game right there. If I play a Rome era game, that game is. It just has the character, and the great characters too. The generals, God, all the generals are cool in that. Yeah, it is very complicated from one, and it's like, it's not that it's, in reality it's not probably as complicated as it seems. It's just laid out complicated, it seems to me anyway. I think it was a big mistake going into armies that can only go with the general. That was a big mistake. I play, I played as Rome, and I've played as Bactria. I actually had a little bit of fun with Bactria, but then it went south pretty quick. Alright, So what we're gonna do here. Alright, long rifles are gonna be hidden. This is what I love about long rifles. Of course, we are going to have some cav support for them. I don't want to leave them on an island on their own. Alright, let's do it. Okay, we got some guys ended up over here. But we're going to start walking these longs. We're going to take our main force over here. We're going to put this on fast forward. Don't need you come along. Alright, so what I'm going to do with the long rifles. Stupid guys are going not necessarily the places I want them to go, but I mean it'd be good if they get away from the town, because that makes my long rifles way more effective. So perhaps if I bring my force over here, that will force them over as well. Don't need the artillery. Let's run these guys up. Looks like we're getting the Brits a little bit close here for comfort. Whoa, slow down. Alright, those sons of biscuits. Hammer 'em. Stupid Minutemen. Alright, so here comes the Colonial Lightfoot. Actually, we might not even need the long rifles, because we're gonna goon these guys to death. Bring it on, goons. Let's go. And I'm losing some goons right there. Jesus has got some good hits. Okay, obviously I don't want to shoot my own cav, so yeah, those Minutemen are hammering them. Woo, boy. Light Dragoons, man. Golly, those guys just don't want to go. Alright. I got cav incoming. Finally. Run them fools down. Yeah, we don't even need the long rifles. Good night, man. You have a good night. I appreciate you stopping in. Alright, let's hammer these guys. This has gone extremely well. Alright, let's get you guys out of the way so we can run these guys down. My long rifle's finally starting to get close enough. Actually, I don't even need them hidden anymore. Just got one unit left. Oops, I just clipped my own goon there. Sweet. Alright, long rifles, I want you guys to have some fun too. Come on. That's gonna be a good little spot for him. A little hidden by the hill. So maybe we bunch you up right. Come on. Damn it. There we go. You two there. And you there. I think that maybe there. Barbarian Invasion, yeah. God, that's taking it back to a long time since I played that. That's from way back in the day for me. I know it came after Rome 1, but still, I've played Rome 1 way longer. All right, hammering them down now. Yeah, kneeling down ain't gonna help you, buddy. They can't even get a shot in. Too far away. Gotta love 125 range. Probably shooting them from about 90 yards too. It's too bad they don't have the little coonskin hats in this view, you know? Because they have the little coonskin hats here. They should have made it mixed. Some had tricorn, some had coonskin hats. I think that would have been better. Yeah, that was a cool expansion. You know, I didn't really play it as much as I didn't really give it too long of a go. But it was probably the, you know, it has such a good uniqueness to it. It definitely is way different feel than Rome 1 for an expansion. Really, Napoleon is an expansion of Empire. Crappy one at that. I've never played Medieval 1. Yeah, I never even got a chance to play that game. Alright, goons. Finish them off. Just 31 or 28 left. I think my long rifles did pretty good there. We will insert into the goons. Come on. Run them down. That guy's looking up. Come on, get him. So, there we go. That one's toast. You love unlimited ammo? Yeah. Medieval 2, that's a lot of fun, that game. I remember when I first got Medieval 2, the castle sieges were just, man, that was such a eye-opener for me because I was so used to Rome 1. I thought it would be a pushover. And just there are so many unique castles that it was like, oh my god, what did I get myself into here? All right, we are gonna take you over.
At the ready. March.
That way we get a little support for him. Now we do need to get these 5th rates out into the white blue yonder here, so we can start taking on some of the British shipping. Start doing some piracy. Actually, I need to see, is there any fleets around? So we're only making 1,400. So we do need to instigate some battles on the seas. So we're going to do this in pairs. I'm sure that they're going to be coming for these harbors, so keeping these 2 fleets close I think would be a good idea. And we need to start looking at getting rid of some of these unuseful, expensive units like these dragoons. They gotta go. Alright, this light dragoon can ride on down and take his place. Look, yeah, I don't know. I think Medieval 2, it was when I first started playing it, it was a very complicated game, I thought, at start, but once you get into it and play it, it's not as difficult. But it's been a long time since I played it, to be honest. Okay, so let's start getting,
Without delay.
since we got all these 100% Protestant, let's start working on these native areas, getting them Protestant. And let's see, what else can we... I've got to keep these guys around for a little bit until we deal with all these British armies. A lot of single units. It's going to take this army a minute to get over. And what I actually might do is take Acadia with 2 light dragoons. I think that would be sufficient, and then this army can stay in here.
We can't do that, sir.
The no general BS started then, yeah. Rome 1, you mean? Yeah, it definitely had its complications. It's been a while since I played Rome 1. I need to get back in and play it. It's been a couple months at least. I've been so fixated on Empire. Well, right now is my busy time of the year too, so I haven't really had a lot of time to dedicate to too much other than work and my kids and Empire. I haven't had time for too many other games. The thing is like I said, being able to do both campaign and multiplayer, it really keeps the game very fresh, because playing versus human players is definitely very unique, and it's interesting. Just the time I've been playing multiplayer and been watching multiplayer from kind of like a spectator's spot from way back when it first came out, all the way back to watching Synoptic Cam. I think that for me, I've seen the strategies change tremendously from when you had people not using light dragoons as much to now light dragoons are kind of the king of the battlefield. Six hours a day, that's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. That's like me and Empire. I honestly, I think that we're going to be doing some Rome 1 here pretty soon. Rome Total Realism, that's what I'm talking about right there. That is what I'm talking about. I loved that mod. I don't know why that mod doesn't get more appreciation, to be honest with you. That's the first mod I ever played. Now, I know a lot of people love that. Was it Barbarome? Yeah, Europa Barbarome. And actually, I've never played Europa Barbarome, but I know I'm probably butchering that name, but Rome Total Realism was so much fun. That freshened up the game a tremendous amount for me. And honestly, I've only played one multiplayer game in Rome 1. I got crushed. Absolutely crushed. I thought I was so good at Rome 1 until I played multiplayer. I got absolutely pummeled. But the thing is, like any multiplayer, you got to keep playing it to get better at it. Wow, we are tearing him up quick. I hate it when you can't get them to... I don't know if you guys ever had that problem when you're trying to double click to make them run. Or make them not run, but sail faster. They don't do it. They just stay in regular. Like I have to keep doing it. It's a real frustrating thing, especially when you need the speed. All right, he's ours. That was easy. We didn't really take much of a hit. He should break real quick. Need more computers online. Yeah, I need to try Europa Barbarome too. It looks cool. I know that's what Legend of Total War always plays. He loves that mod. Okay, so 940 is much thanks to the British. Yeah, so if you haven't checked out my Facebook page, I've been working a pretty good amount on that as far as like getting it set up, and like I said, I will be doing live streams on there as well because I am trying to build up a little bit of community. And so if I can get some people, because that is pretty much a new platform for streaming games. So if I can build up a little bit of audience there to pull over to YouTube, that'd be great. Because it seems like the channel's just growing really quite. I mean, it's grown a lot since I started streaming. It's almost been about a year now that I started streaming live. And that seemed to have a big boost. And no, it's actually David Little 911 is the channel name. And if I'm not sure if I put a link in the description of this video or not. I should have if I didn't. If not, I will afterwards. Yes, actually, no, I didn't. I did put it in my put it in one. Oh, I put it in the Missing Spain Part 12 video. It's on that one. If you jump over to that video, you'll see the link in the description on that one, and you can check that out there. Yeah, laptops make it a little difficult to play games. You know, but the funny thing is laptops have gotten so much better because I'm showing my age here. You know, back in the day, laptops, you know, you couldn't game on them, but I had a laptop. I actually let my kids take it with them to their mom's house because I don't use it anymore. I used to use it for work, but they can play quite a bit of Steam games on that, so I figured why not. 2 new moons. Sounds interesting. Okay, the Mughal and the British are at war. So let's take a look at something. Britain has a foothold, of course, in this campaign. They started out with Bengal and Orisa, or however you say that, Orisa. Yeah, and they actually have gaming laptops. Crazy. But I think when I get my fleet, as soon as we get the British kind of handled over here in Montreal, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start an invasion force, and we're going to land them right on Bengal, and that's where we're going to start our little Indian invasion, if you will. And if Spain declares war on us, Spain should take Morocco, and once Spain takes Morocco out, I will go and snatch up Morocco from Spain. And I do expect Spain to declare war on us at some point. I know that sounds crazy, but I do expect that. So anyways, yeah, you know, you can't play old games on these computers either, which is crazy. It seems like you should be able to, but no, not so much. Alright, I think I'm going to end the stream here. But once again, please do check out the Facebook page. I've put a little bit of work on it. I think there's some pretty funny stuff. I actually did a little bio, if you will, of myself in there. I tried to make it as clever as possible. I think you guys will like it. But I do expect to be doing updates on my Facebook channel quite regularly, as far as like information about when I'm going to be streaming on YouTube, when I'm going to be putting uploads up. So it'll be a really good information source because YouTube is quite lacking in that ability. Unless you're a bigger YouTube, then you can start actually putting out messages and so forth. But anytime I do a message, it doesn't go into everybody's feed. So Facebook seems to be a better source about getting information out. Because something I've wanted to do for a while is setting up schedules, but there's no point because I can't really communicate to you guys very well unless I just do every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday or something I'm streaming. But the problem with me right now is my work is very different as far as when I'm able to get on and stream, and plus I have, you know, kids and so on and so forth. So it makes it a little difficult, but I do want to get a little bit more consistent schedule down and being able to let you guys know in advance when I am going to be streaming. That way you guys can at least, if you so choose, plan your day out so that you're able to catch the streams if you want to, if you find that sort of thing enjoyable or somewhat mildly entertaining, if you will. Yeah. But hey, also some really cool news coming up. I'm going to be doing a live stream, and I'm debating on whether I will do this on Facebook or YouTube. Maybe I'll do it on Facebook. But I'm going to the ACL Fest in October, the second weekend of the ACL, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to be streaming some of that, and I'm going to be doing a video of it as well, kind of like a lot of my little antics, because I go to it with two of my cousins that I grew up with these guys. Well, they grew up in a different state, but we always got together quite a bit as we were growing up through the ages, and we've kept in touch quite a bit throughout our lives, and we're all in our 40s now. Anyways, we've gone to 2 other ACLs together, and they went last year. I didn't end up going, but we're going to go this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Austin City Limits, it's a big music fest. They have like all kinds of bands play. Like this year they're going to have God, I can't believe I forget like all the bands. I know Guns N' Roses. Hold on, I'll tell you the specific lineup of my weekend. If I can, weekend 2 schedule. Here we go. Because I'm going the second weekend, which is October the 12th, is when I will be there. So, some of these people you might know. Some you might not, but this is the day I'm going. Orville Peck, Denzel Curry, Brittany Howard, Billie Eilish, or however you say that. I know she's popular. The Cure, The Cure. It's pretty cool. Then that's at one stage. That's at the Honda stage. At the Miller Lite stage, the Aqua Dolls, Megan Thee Stallion, Hippie Sabotage, Callie Urix, and James Blake. Then at the Verbo stage, Black Illick. Fuck, I'm terrible with these names. Yeah, you might have to drive. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Dynamite Electro, Bristow Maroney, Natalie Forcade. I think it's Forcade. Metric. Then on the there's a ton. Austin Kitty Limits. This is all the kids groups for the smaller people. Barton Hills Choir, Imagination Movers, Ray Emanuel, Bears and Lions, and so a lot of times I don't think it's on the day I'm there, but they have School of Rock. Saw them one of the years I went. Let's see. Then there is going to be on the BMI Vanessa Zamora, Laundry Day, Dayglow, Chris Sheffield, and then on T-Mobile stage is going to be Armani White, Taylor Bennett, Tierra Whack, Judah and the Lion, 21 Savage, And on the American Express stage, Flora Cash, Sigrid, Lauren Daigle, Gary Clark Jr., Childish Gambino. That's on the day I'm going. But yeah, so pretty cool. Some of the other bands that are going to be there, just not on the particular day I am. Guns N' Roses, Mumford and Sons. I was wanting to see them. I've seen them once. Cardi B, Tam Impala, which I wanted to see them. I love Tam Impala. Yeah, Childish Gambino. I'm not a big fan of Childish Gambino. But yeah, so there's also like the Casey Musgraves, the Raccooners, Gary. Let's see, I think I said that one already. Let's see. Some of these I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I know the music if it's on the radio, but I think when you hit like the 40s, if I'm not mistaken, Steven, you can correct me. Like, I know all the bands from like when I was growing up, but all the new bands I don't really know so much. Yeah, so Sue Folly, let's see. Yeah, School of Rock is there on one of the days, just not the day I'm going to be there. And they're pretty cool. I do not see... I do not see Sue there on that one, but I'll tell you, like, the one that I loved, I think the last year I went, Cage the Elephant, saw that. They were freaking awesome. They were a lot of fun. They were absolutely spectacular. Yeah, so, and Modest Mouse, freaking loved them too. They were great. I saw them 2 years ago. Yeah, I believe it was. Yeah, so yeah, she might be touring. But yeah, they have sometimes a lot of older groups mixed with newer groups. It's really cool, a lot of fun. But we'll be doing some antics around the town as we're before we head there. We'll hit some of the usual local Austin spots, which are a lot of fun. There's a lot of places I love going to in Austin. You know, I worked there for quite a few years, and right in the downtown area, so I know quite a bit of the little cool spots to go to, and Austin will be absolutely happening at that time. So yeah, so look forward to seeing that live stream as well. I'm probably most likely going to be doing the live stream on Facebook there. I just think that'd probably be a better platform for that type of thing, for a live stream. But the upload for the edited version I'm going to be putting on YouTube. So anyways, that is that. Look forward to that. That's going to be fun. Also, later in October, I'm going to be going to another event down in Houston area for a not Revolutionary War, but a Texas independence reenactment festival type of thing that's going to be going on down there. So be looking forward to seeing that. So got some good events coming up October and November. The weekend before Thanksgiving is when I go to Lindo Plantation. So I have that event coming up as well. And then in December is my favorite one in San Antonio, is the Battle of Behar, and that one is my favorite that I've been to because it's anyways, it's a lot of fun. You can the first video I did on that way back in the day was really good. So you'll have to go back through my video library and look at that. I went to it last year too, which was a lot of fun too. And but I think my video on the first time I did it was a little bit better. But I didn't want to do the same thing over and over again, so I did a little bit different. So yeah, I look forward to seeing that. It's going to be a yearly thing. There's also some Civil War reenactments I want to go to. There's one in Louisiana I want to go to. And like that, yeah. So actually, that one, the Battle of Behar, it's in a little plaza is where they actually do the reenactment, and it is really cool. They take you on a little tour, and they get into their roles like they're in the time period. It's really enjoyable, super enjoyable. That's what I think is why it's my favorite, is because it just kind of puts you in the mood. It's awesome. It's really awesome. And that walking tour is just freaking amazing. And afterwards, after the little battle demonstration, so you go through the walking tour, and then after that you go to the battle, and then after the battle you can walk. It's like 4 or 5 blocks from the Alamo, so you can walk over to the Alamo. Check that out. I mean, there's not a whole lot to the Alamo, but after the battle reenactment, some of the reenactors go over to the Alamo, and you can see them over there. So it adds a little nice flair to the Alamo that you don't usually get, if you will. But then also you got the Riverwalk, and there's some great restaurants around that area as well. And plus, they both the times I went, they had little bazaars going on for like little shops and stuff. Really cool, really good stuff. So yeah, stores, yes, that's the thing. So the little bazaars that they had, little street bazaars, were really cool. And then yeah, it's around Christmas time too, so you got all that festivities going on in San Antonio as well. So yeah, a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I'm going to do a little bit more in-depth dive into that experience this year with my next video. I'm going to show a little bit of not just the reenactment and the tour, but I'm also going to show like what we did before and what we did after, so you can see like what all you can experience in a day of going to that reenactment, because it's very enjoyable. So anyways, got that stuff coming up, so I think that's some good events coming up. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I can't do the strip clubs as much anymore. Those are dangerous places for me. Very dangerous places. I get in trouble at strip clubs. I can't do those anymore. Although I let's leave it there. We're gonna leave the conversation there. Okay, so if you guys did enjoy this content, please don't forget. I'm all flustered now talking about strip clubs. Leave a tip. No, I'm just kidding. Ones, please, ones. Yeah, throw your ones at so I can go to the strip club. No, just kidding. Anyways, if you did enjoy this content, don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe, and we will see you on the next one, guys. Have a good one. Strip club. You could get me in trouble, Steven. I didn't save, I don't think. Oh well. Got me talking about strip clubs. At least I got the intern. Alright, have a good night, guys.